Consider the subtlety of the sea, how its most dreaded creatures glide under water, unapparent for the most part, and treacherously hidden beneath the loveliest tints of azure. Consider also the devilish brilliance and beauty of many of its most remorseless tribes, as the dainty embellished shape of so many species of shark. Consider once more the universal cannibalism of the sea, all whose creatures prey upon each other, carrying an eternal war since the world began. The waters here are gentle, birds glide effortlessly upon the gentle breeze, and the boat sways with a calming rhythm. You look out ahead and fix your eyes to the towering wall of fog, ever expanding, ever approaching. It turns and it twists like a ghostly avalanche. Hypnotic is the sight, ship after ship sailing within, transforming to shadow before fading away. It's your turn next. The thick fog parted by the bow like shadowy curtains, and then silence. All sound seemingly sucked from your lungs. Even the colours are drained away, until you find yourself within a monochrome portrait. There are men around you pointing at the swelling sea, mouths moving but vacant of words. The ship shakes, vibrations resonate through your bones as sailors stumble. You share a glance overboard to see fragments of a burning mast strike the hull. Blackened flames brush against the white foam in a beautiful ballet. The ship pushes on through more and more wreckage. Then in a blink, the fog gives way to skies of gold. Waves crash upon your starboard side in a deafening cacophony. The horizon fills with ships once more, ablaze in a fury of flame. Smoke fills the air. The motionless midday sun burns above you for the last time before it's shrouded within the gloom. Panic aboard ensues. The captain calls out to change of bearing and manoeuvres away from the incoming vessel. For a fleeting moment you breathe, looking back as several more ships join you from the fog. It returns your gaze with eyes of the purest night, piercing deep into your very soul. The winds are now howling and the waves growing. Thankfully, Kingford is keeping pace alongside you. The thunderous waves are matched by thunderous skies. Lightning cracks upon the stormy seas. A mighty wave catches the ship off guard as the salty spray drenches the deck. Everyone clings on, whilst the bow climbs to a destructive crest and then falls down the trough. Cargo is thrown from the deck, catching a few unaware. The captain strains to fight the current. You all grasp tightly the rigging beside you as the sight of the largest wave yet. As the colossal arch relentlessly rolls towards you, prayers to Poseidon echo on board. Once again the ship clings upon its axis and fights to stay upright. You reach the summit. For the first time you catch the sight of land in the distance. However, between you a monster rises from the depths. Its many-scaled heads oscillates as they reach high into the darkened skies. Jaws of jagged terror open in vast despair as a spiked tail spirals around the hull of the ship, relinquished of hope. Its head strike fast and without remorse upon the deck. Its tail constricts, shattering the surrendering planks, until its fragments descend into the watery abyss. Keen to avoid the serpent's wrath, you and the accompanying fleet steer back into the fiery fray. Closer to the shore now, you see the bombardment of flaming missiles launched from siege weapons and hulking giants ashore. They ignite the sky with fire and brimstone as it rains hell all around. The Kingsford is hit. The blinding explosion is deafening. Burning bodies jettison themselves into the ocean. The mast cracks and fall upon a collapsing deck. You see a small but familiar brass creature taking an elegant flight from the stern before the ship folds in on itself. The ship struggles for a final gasp before plummeting below turbulent waters. Closer still, Dumbarton's shores appear. You repeat over and over, "We are going to make it, we are going to make it." Then, from the smoke, draconic beasts dive at a nearby ship. Wyverns swoop down upon their prey, flinging them from their vessel. Upon the backs of some, figures fire bolts of pure power. You ready yourself for the inevitable fight. But, unwillingly, you seem to be drifting away from it. Focused upon the skies, you did not notice the waters shift beneath you. You pick up speed as you scan for a source. Whirlpools of frightening immensity are forming all around. You are helpless against the currents. The wrath of nature's power is unmatched as your ship is swept into its cyclone. Easy is the descent to hell. All night long, all day, the doors of dark Hades stand open. But to retrace the path, to come out again to the sweet air of heaven, there is the task, there is the burden.